This video is going to demonstrate the two spline tools, and one is a tool that we use quite a bit. Is used quite a bit more than the other anyway. Let's create a sketch and go to the top bottom plane. All right, let's go create spline and a fit point spline. All right, and in this particular case, we'll start at the origin and we'll click, and let's just draw points. And as you see the spline, as I make more points, it connects them with a curve. And there would be an example of a fit point spline. Now, the fit point spline is it's not what I would call a scientific tool. It's kind of an artistic tool where you can draw and manipulate. The best way of learning this tool, in my opinion, is to use it and experiment with it and see how it behaves. Let's try it again. This time, instead of doing an enclosed shape, actually, let's not try it again yet. I want to show you how to manipulate. All right, so I've drawn my spline. It does happen to be enclosed because my last click was on my starting point. Now I've got an enclosed shape. I have these points around the spline, which are my control points, and I can click and drag them and manipulate them as far as their positioning, okay, and alter the shape of by doing that. So the more control points you have, the more control that is in place. If you need a new control point, you can right click on the location, and I believe I missed on my right click, and insert a spline fit point. And we'll add one there, escape out, and that gives me another point where I can add just a little bit more control.
You busy?
I'm in the middle of making a video, which I guess I'm not now.
Well, here's a question. When you look at,
Hold on a sec, let me shut this off.
okay,
All right, I'm going to get back to the video now. I'm not going to cut Mr. Jackson out as he called in and interrupted our video, and he'll appreciate the fact that I'm calling him out here. All right, so we were talking about these fit points that you can manipulate by dragging. Now, if I click on the line, I also get these green bars at each fit point. And these bars, if you click and drag them, and you can change the effect by increasing the length of the bar. See how it grows out? And come back in and shorten it up. And then this will change the angles to some degree. And you can manipulate all these bars however you want. And like I said, it's one of those tools that you just kind of got to experiment with, okay? But the one thing I want you to notice is that your sketch goes through each fit point, all right? Now, let's say you had 2 points out there and you wanted to create some type of shape between the 2 points. Let's try create spline, control point spline. In this particular case, let's say we had an edge here and we had another edge over here that we're going to connect. But I'm going to put my control points, okay? And my final click and enter. Notice my sketch does not actually go through any of my control points. It keeps a relationship between them. Now I can grab this control point and move it and alter my sketch. I can't add a control point. That's right. All right, now let's drag this one down. And what we could do with this is we had 2 points. We want to add the text in between, and we just want it on a curve. And let's go create text. And we want text on a path, so we're going to select our path. This is the text box that we would draw. In this particular case, we're going to put text along a path. So there's our path, and I'm going to type in, let's center it. Let's increase our spacing. Make our font bigger. Okay, so I've set a path for my text to follow along. Click OK. There's an example. All right, like I said, this is a tool you just need to experiment with to learn. I've given you kind of the basic function of it. It's a very dynamic tool. You can do a lot of different things with it. You can be very creative with it. And that's, we're going to do a project using the spline tool. We use the Point Spline in a few minutes, and I'll show you an application with it. That's it for this video.